Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to do a quick review on the new upcoming ColourPop and Star Wars little palette that they did, and this is their C-3PO eyeshadow palette. This is not like a full collection or anything, just a palette, so this video shouldn't be too long, but I definitely wanted to go ahead and review this one for you guys. So we're going to be testing it out. I'm going to be sharing swatches so you can see the whole color story. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this palette is launching on ColourPop Thursday, aka tomorrow. So it should be at 10 a.m. PST. I will try to schedule a reminder for you guys on the community tab so you guys can go and shop, and codes should work on this. You can use my code 5LeahJanae, and I'll put my affiliate link down below as well as in my community post when this launches. But I'm so excited they are adding on to the Star Wars collection here. So maybe they'll start doing individual characters like this, because I know we did have Darth Vader and now we have C-3PO. What other characters would you guys like to see? Because I think my top two other ones I would like to see is R2-D2, and also I think a Chewie palette would be really fun as well. So on here it says, this 9-pan palette is inspired by everyone's favorite droid. Just like C-3PO, we want you to stay simply golden. Here is the packaging, and this does look exactly the same as the palette here. So there's the palette. It's one of their little square palettes. Here is the back, and then you have your colors. So this is a very golden palette, of course, which fits C-3PO. So it is going to be your neutral palette, which I'm excited about. I wear a lot of colors like this, a lot of golds. I like that they have quite the array of shimmers here and then a few neutrals. So to me, this is a pretty monochromatic eyeshadow palette. This is a mixture of mattes and metallics. This is going to retail for $16 on the ColourPop website. It looks like they're also going to have some bundles available. You could get the Darth Vader and C-3PO bundle for $29. There's the Ultimate Star Wars Palette Collection Trio, which is going to be the C-3PO palette, the Darth Vader palette, and then the big Star Wars palette for $49. So you should be able to use my code on those bundles as well if you guys were wanting to get those palettes. I love all the Star Wars palettes. I feel like they're all really great, so I would definitely recommend any of them, and I've done reviews on all of them, I'm pretty sure, so definitely check those out. I'll try to link them down below if you guys are looking for any inspo. I also forgot to mention with the packaging, it does come with a cute little mirror, and look at this, R2-D2 and C-3PO on the side. How cute is that? Seriously, the cutest. Let's get into the swatches here. So the first shade, this one is in the color Bolt, and this is one of their like Super Shock formulas, so it feels very soft to the touch. This is a kind of pearlized champagne-y gold there. Super pretty color. This next one is super soft as well, not quite as soft as the Bolt shade. This is Droid. And this is more of your pure champagne. Next we have this pale yellow matte. This is called Tatooine, and it looks like this. We have a lighter gold shimmer called Golden One. This one's a little bit more sheer. Next we have a true gold called Translator. A more bronzy gold, this one is called Etiquette. And then we have three mattes in the bottom row. The first one is called Companion. We have a medium brown with some sparkle in it. This is called 6 Million. And here is that swatched. And then the very last dark brown shade we have, this is another matte called Programming. So here is your color story. It is very monochromatic. I like that it has the deeper tone mattes. It has pretty much everything I can use to get the perfect eyeshadow look. So I really like the colors here. I feel like maybe they could have done a couple more medium tones because there is a lot of lighter ones going on with the shimmers, but overall I really enjoy this. So that is a little bit about the palette. Let's get into how I did this look today. All right guys, let's dive into the C-3PO palette here. Love that this one has a mirror and it's just so cute inside. I'm gonna go ahead and use my BK Beauty A502, and I'm gonna start with this shade down here. It does have most of the mattes on the bottom row. This one is called Companion. We're gonna set that in the crease here and kind of build that up going towards the brow. All right, let's deepen it up just a bit with the color 6 Million. I'm trying to keep this one a little bit lower. so that the gold we use shows a little bit above this more brown. But both colors blend honestly really great. All right, let's test out the dark brown here. This is programming, and this is of course gonna go in the outer corner. I always tend to do my makeup the same way, but this is what I love. I mean, we still get to try out a bunch of the colors, but I like to kind of start with the lightest, build up to the dark, and then add the shimmer. And then we'll go in with that one more time just to get a little bit more depth, but honestly, I feel like the quality of these mattes is really good. Pretty standard ColourPop quality. Definitely a step up from the last palettes I reviewed, the Ulta exclusives, but I feel like they do try a little harder with their Disney collabs too. Next, I am taking the BK A504. We're gonna go into 6 Million again on my lower lash line. And blend a little bit of programming there as well. Next, you guys know I usually like to use my fingers when working with ColourPop. We're gonna take the super gold in this one called Translator on the lid. This is a very yellow gold. And we'll take a little bit of golden one in the very inner portion, which is just a smidge lighter, not by much. Now for this part, I am using a brush, like a wet brush, and I'm taking Bolts, which is like this pearly shade, and I'm gonna place this in the inner corner. This one's kind of a Super Shock feel, like it feels like a putty almost, so I don't know how well it'll blend with a brush, but I'm gonna see if I can make it work because my nails are too long to get in the inner corner. And then I'm just kind of tapping my finger on top of that to blend it just a bit. All right, so that is the eyes here. We're gonna add some concealer. I'm gonna do the rest of my face. This is the only thing as far as I know that's in this collection is just this palette. And here is the finished look. I did use the ColourPop blush and also lipstick, which I will link down below for you guys, but just nice neutrals, gold eyes. You can't go wrong with that. Let me get into my final thoughts. All right, guys, so that is the C-3PO palette. I feel like it performed really well on the eyes. I could see myself reaching for this a lot because I love golden tones like this. Now, as far as comparisons go, I don't keep every single ColourPop palette in my collection, but what it really reminded me of is, of course, the Honey palette. Of course, that one does not have the depth that this one has, so I definitely like this one a lot better. And then as well as the Sunflower palette that they did, which I can't quite remember the name. We're just gonna call it the Sunflower palette, but that was an all matte palette. So that's kind of what this one reminded me of. In my collection currently, I have the Limoncello palette, which I feel like you can kind of replicate those colors there. Since a lot of these golds are gonna look a little similar on the eyes, since this is a very monochromatic palette, I do think you could definitely get similar looks from other palettes, but in the total color scheme from what they have available right now, this is actually the best gold color scheme I feel like they have done personally, since they do have a lot of tones in here and the depth with the mattes. So I really like this. I think it's worth picking up, especially if you do wear a lot of neutral looks. The packaging on this is just adorable. So cute. I love that the mirror is in here as well. So very well done. A great addition to the Star Wars collection. So again, this will be available tomorrow on Thursday, or if you're watching this later, it should be available already. I do think most of the Star Wars stuff comes to Ulta, so you could see this there, but it might be a couple weeks or so. But if you want to snag it on the ColourPop site or check out any of those bundles, again, link is down below. 5 Leah Janae to save $5 off, I think 20 and up purchases, 25 and up possibly, but I'm really excited about this one. So I'm going to end the video here. Let me know your thoughts on this one, if you will be picking it up or passing on it, but I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.